Hey, good afternoon, Faith Church family. So, over the last several weeks, we kind of figured that maybe we've flooded your email inbox with enough information and documents to last you for a while. So, this week, to share about what's happening in the life of the church, I wanted to do it via a different platform, via this video. Mostly because I'm starting to get comfortable with the idea that this is the way you're used to seeing me now, through a screen on Sunday mornings. And so I thought, hey, why not bring it into the middle of the week as well? So, speaking of Sunday mornings, following the service on Sunday, we definitely threw a party. Why, you might ask? Because all three live stream viewing platforms worked: Streaming Church, YouTube, Facebook, all of them. And so, if you were frustrated, like many of us, after the first week, we'd ask that you come back and give it another chance and check out any of those three viewing options, as they'll all be available for as long as we continue to worship in this way.
And don't worry, we received your feedback that sometimes when Pastor Mike or I talk a little bit softly, we can be hard to hear. So we're going to try to work on that in the coming weeks.
Actually, I don't remember the last time somebody told me that I can be hard to hear, so I kind of thought, cool. So maybe you are wondering, though, how long are we going to be worshiping this way? And so, just as a reminder, our administrative team is meeting together each Monday to just talk about any changes that we should be making to our current practices. We look at what our health and government officials are recommending, and we adjust what we're doing as needed based off of that. So at this point, based on the guidance that President Trump recently released, we are anticipating that we'll probably be maintaining our current practices up through April 30, unless some new information or things change in light of that. So we want to remind all of you, especially our families too, to please be looking for information that's coming from our children and youth ministry areas. Pat and the youth leaders are often communicating via text messages or through Zoom meetings, and Krista is often sharing information and videos through the Faith Kids Facebook page. So if you've not yet signed up to either receive text messages or to be a part of that Faith Kids Facebook page, we would ask that you either contact the church office or Pat or Krista just to make sure that we get you signed on to those, because there's so much information and resources and material that they are offering through that, and we just want to make sure that you are being given as many opportunities to continue in your spiritual journey as possible. Also, please continue to check your church inbox. We're going to try to not overload it as much as we probably have been, but that's still our best way of just communicating some of the changes in the life of the church. And so things that have recently been scheduled are now being rescheduled to some dates in the summer or the fall, and we just want to make sure that you're seeing all of that information. So do please continue to check your inboxes as well. So this leads me to kind of my second major item that I want you to be aware of, and that's how we're going to invite you to participate in our Maundy Thursday service coming up on Thursday, April 9 at 7 p.m. In this service, it's been our practice to follow Jesus' example of washing feet, to join together in the Last Supper, and to receive Jesus' new commandment to love one another as we watch him model that love all the way to the cross and to the tomb. And so here's the deal. Although it's going to look and feel different, we still want to experience those things together. And so we're asking you as a family, as you gather to tune into the live stream that evening, to have a couple of things prepared in your house so that you can be a part of the worship service together. We would ask you to have a bowl of water and a towel available, so that after Pastor Mike extends an invitation, your family would then have an opportunity to wash each other's feet. We're also asking that you have the communion elements, bread, and a cup of grape juice available for any who are desiring to participate in the sacrament of communion. Pastor Mike will lead us through the liturgy, and then we'll be inviting you to the table and to receive and to partake of those elements around your screen together. Pastor Mike will finish that time by also inviting you to lay hands on your children as he offers a blessing for them as well. And so, yeah, definitely different, but how cool will it be in that moment as in homes all across our community we wash feet, we take communion, we bless, we worship, and we remember together. And I'm so grateful that we still have the opportunity to meet together in this way and to remember, especially during Holy Week together. Finally, I wanted to share with you this afternoon just an update about what's happening in the life of the transition process here at Faith Church. Our discipleship team is continuing to meet to redefine and to realign that role to fit the needs and the vision for the future of Faith Church. And so we were just asking that you would continue to pray for that team and for their work over the coming months. And then in some really exciting news, our youth search team received 8 applications for the Director of Youth Ministry opening, and they've narrowed their list down now to 4. So throughout this week, they'll be holding a first round of interviews with candidates via Zoom meetings, and from there they hope to narrow their list down to a final 2. The week following Easter, we'll hold final interviews with those candidates, and the search team will then bring their recommendation for a hire to the administrative team and consistory at the April 27th meeting. The hope still is that this new person will step into their new role here at Faith Church around June 1st. So please continue to pray for the search team and for the candidates as we enter into these final stages of that process. So, although the normal rhythms of church life definitely look and feel a little bit different, there's still so much going on. So we want to continue to encourage you to find ways to bring hope and good news into the world around us. Take time to make a phone call to a family member, a church member, a friend, or a neighbor just to see how they're doing and to maybe offer a blessing to see if they're in need of anything, or to simply maybe even just offer a prayer with them. I believe with all my heart that it's never been more important for people to feel and to see the church at work. Not a building, not programs, but through who we are and how we love and care for and put others above ourselves. So may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and give you his peace. Love loud, Faith Church. I'll see you Sunday morning.